Jerusalem CNN. Bend over. The doctor in the front seat hissed as our ambulance approached the Israeli checkpoint. Through the windshield I could see tanks on the roadside. Nervous Israeli soldiers raising their weapons as we approached. It was January 2009, and CNN crew had boarded an ambulance convoy heading from Rafah in the southern Gaza Strip towards Gaza City along Coastal Road. The paramedics allowed us to come on condition that we hide on stretchers. This was what Israel called Operation Cast Lead. It was the first a series of flare-ups between Israel and Gaza various durations in 2012, 2014, 2021 and 2022. The ongoing operation in Gaza was preceded by another operation this May. After a brief conversation with paramedics in front ambulance, soldiers waved at us without inspecting ambulances. This was Israel's deepest ground operation into Gaza since its withdrawal from the Strip in 2005. Israeli troops then largely avoided the most densely populated areas, especially Gaza's 8 congested refugee camps. They knew very well that it would be risky to enter the narrow streets of camps such as Shati, which was one of the most crowded camps. Their focus was on controlling the perimeter of urban areas. Israel's tactic has always been to move quickly, controlling as much territory as possible but avoiding street by street, house to house fighting in which a weaker opponent could take full advantage of the terrain. But entering urban areas in Gaza would add an entirely new element to the struggle. Currently, Israeli forces are in contact with Hamas. However, Gaza hosts many armed Palestinian groups, including Islamic Jihad, Popular Front for Liberation of Palestine, and Democratic Front for Liberation of Palestine. They do not have the manpower and weapons of Hamas, but they have enough numbers to withstand serious resistance. In March 2008, I went Gaza to cover Israel's offensive into the north, this time dubbed Hot Winter. Another attempt stop rocket fire from Gaza. At time, Hamas was in full control of Gaza Strip, having expelled rival Fatah group previous year. However, when I reached the area where Israeli forces were trying to advance, I saw that it was not Hamas fighters but gunmen from the PFLP who were conducting street battles with Israeli troops. They darted in and out of alleyways, racing through the streets armed with rocket-propelled grenade launchers and Kalashinkov assault rifles. The young people were literally dazed with excitement. They finally had the chance to fight Israeli soldiers on their own land. Eventually the Israelis withdrew. The rocket fire continued, going back to summer of 1982, when Israel invaded Lebanon to pursue Palestine Liberation Organization. Israeli forces advanced as far as Beirut, then stopped on outskirts and established a siege along lines announced by Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant on Monday. It was clear even then that entering Beirut, especially the Palestinian refugee camps,